My name is Troy Taylor, and I'm a graduate student at the University of Idaho. I chose the Idaho Youth Ranch as my not-for-profit because I'm a volunteer with the Idaho Youth Ranch. I am a falconer, and I take my falcons and do presentations to youth all over the valley talking about birds of prey and conservation. Here you can see a few photos of some of the events I've gone to with the birds of prey, doing presentations to kids and other organizations. The mission statement for the Idaho Youth Ranch is the Idaho Youth Ranch provides troubled children a bridge to a valued, responsible, and productive future. We are a catalyst for positive change. They're a 501c3 based in Boise, Idaho, and they operate primarily within the state of Idaho. And they provide troubled children and their families a bridge to a valued, responsible, and productive future. The Idaho Youth Ranch began in 1953 by the Reverend James and Ruby Carey Crow. This information was obtained from the Idaho Youth Ranch website. Here's a newsletter snippet from the Idaho Youth Ranch newsletter obtained from their website, and you can see the powerful messaging here. Did you know you helped save her life? That is a very powerful message that will undoubtedly help Idaho Youth Ranch as they go forward raising funds from donors. The board of directors is quite extensive. It's about 22 members in size, and here are a few of the names for some of the members on the board. This was obtained from the Idaho Youth Ranch website. Also from the Idaho Youth Ranch website, this is information about Jason Fry, their CEO. You can see with his over 15 years of nonprofit leadership experience, he's very qualified for the role. And Senior Vice President of Programs is Dr. Robert Ball, and Jeff Myers is the Vice President of Social Enterprise. Social Enterprise is a very special unit within the Idaho Youth Ranch organization in that they are the thrift stores that bring in 60 to 70% of the revenue for the organization, and we'll talk more about that later. This is a quote provided to me through my volunteer coordinator, Leslie Morthland, who passed some of my questions over to the marketing department at the Idaho Youth Ranch. And the marketer said the Idaho Youth Ranch offers, quote, residential and outpatient programs to support at-risk kids in the community. The programs serve thousands of families who call every year by directly offering services or directing families in need to organizations who can best fit their individual needs. We offer 3 types of therapies across 6 programs that are designed to help at-risk kids transition successfully into adulthood by giving them the skills they need to maintain healthy relationships, find a career, and avoid dangerous lifestyle choices such as crime and/or substance abuse. Their marketing program is very good. You can see here is a newsletter obtained from their website where you can see some of the good they're doing: equine therapy, functional family therapy, behavioral therapy. Some of the funding sources, I already mentioned their social enterprise division. That provides 67% of the funding in 2016 and 75% of the funding in 2017. There's 29 locations throughout Idaho and 1 in Ontario, Oregon. And basically what they do is they take in donations and then they sell those through the thrift stores to raise funds for the programs. Some other ways that they raise money is through private donations, grants. Endowments is very interesting in that the endowments can have stipulations attached to them that specify how the funds are to be used. This is a graph I created from the financial report obtained from their website. It was audited. And you can see that on approximate revenues of $25 million in 2016 and $23 million in 2017, that social enterprise accounted for a significant portion of that. And then you have contribution grants and others. They have assets of about $41 million and only a long-term debt of about $5.8 million. This is another graph I created from the same financial report obtained from their website. And you can see some of their expenses here in 2016 and 2017. And one of the things I wanted to call out was the client needs here. You can see that's a significant portion of their expenses goes to these kids and their families in need that they help. This was also from the email from Leslie Morthland from their marketing department, and it calls out the different sources of their funding strategies. Major gift officers solicit large donations. They have cold shot direct mail and emails, grant writing, fundraising events, peer-to-peer fundraisers, and planned giving. Their messaging is very clear. Their marketing department does a really good job here. The Promising Futures theme, where the Idaho Youth Ranch transforms pain and despair of childhood into hope and a promising future. This is more of their fundraising message. All these are from their newsletter available on their website. And you can see that the Idaho Youth Ranch communicates really well the needs. Here's one interesting fact that Idaho is #1 in the nation for cyberbullying. That surprised me. I didn't realize that. Their newsletter is also used for thanking their donors, which is a good way to reinforce the great job that their donors are doing contributing to the not-for-profit. In closing, I wanted to read a quote from their newsletter from one of their kids that they helped. It says, quote, "You help many kids in need and provide a safe place. It just gets us one step closer to succeeding and further away from the bad things in our lives." And that, in a nutshell, is what the Idaho Youth Ranch does. They help kids and families in need, and I look forward to working with them in the future.